What is up, everybody? KittFPV here, and today I have something super exciting to show you. DR1 was kind enough to send me a drone to review for you guys. This is the Archangel Mini DR1 Limited Edition Bind and Fly 3-inch drone. Let's open it up. Inside, you will find your beautiful drone. Take it out of the package here. So the first thing I notice is this sticker that says stop, do not power without antenna. And that is super important. If you power it on without an antenna, you risk the chance of burning out your video transmitter. And nobody wants that. So before you plug in the battery, make sure that you have the antenna on. Let's go ahead and peel that sticker off and take the sticker off the XT60 power connector. I'm going to set the drone aside for now and see what else we have in the box. Get rid of this foam. We also have a couple of sets of propellers, and these are the Gemfan Flash 3052 tri-blades. Really nice propellers. We've got an Archangel FPV sticker and our bag of goodies. Inside of the bag of goodies we have a prop tool, the OSD control board for our FPV camera, a bag of spare screws and nuts, tools, and a VAS Minion antenna, which is a fantastic antenna. Let's slide the box and all of this material out of the way. And I'm going to start off by immediately putting on my antenna so I don't forget. That way I don't accidentally plug it in the first time and not have it connected. Nice and tight. I'm going to wait to put the propellers on until I've finished binding it to my radio and configuring the arm switches and setting my rates the way I like them. So, first thoughts before flying it. This thing is beautiful. It is super cool looking. I love the graphics on the side, both the DHL Champion Series fueled by Mountain Dew on this side and the Archangel Cutaway with the DR1 racing on that side. That just looks awesome. The motors are 1507 4000 kV motors, which is big, powerful. It's going to be great. One of the best features of this drone is the brilliant lighting. You've got lights on all 4 of the arms, as well as on the top and these sides right here. I really love the way that the VTX has a little display on the side showing you which band and channel you're on, as well as an easy to press button for switching the channels. That's fantastic. Another thing I really like is all of the TPU that is around this frame. We've got TPU bumpers on the arms to protect the motors. This whole back part of the frame is TPU in the front, and there's TPU on the bottom as well. And I really think this is going to help keep the drone safe when you're bashing around on the concrete and just all around flying. It is incredibly simple to open the canopy and access your control boards and the receiver so that you can bind it to your radio. All you need to do is take out the 2 screws in the front, and then you can easily lift the front of the canopy right open and pop the hood. So looking inside the drone, we've got our receiver. Be sure to be careful with these wires, as they are the receiver wires. You want to make sure they're tucked underneath of the canopy when you close it again. There's a power distribution board for all of the lighting, and then it looks like we've got a F4 flight controller and an all-in-one ESC that are both a 20x20 stack. The build quality is absolutely amazing. It's assembled in the United States, and it is just gorgeous. When you order the drone, you can specify whether you want an FR Sky or a Spectrum receiver. This one is the FR Sky. And to close the hood, you just pop it back down. Be sure that these little slots line up with those bars, and ta-da! It's now closed. You can put the screws back in and you will be good to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and bind the drone to my radio. It's also recommended not to have the propellers on when you're plugging it in. We can go ahead and push bind on our radio. You'll hear it start to make the little chirpy chirps. Push the button in while connecting the battery. And there we go. We should now be bound. Awesome. And connected to the computer so I can use Betaflight Configurator to set my rates and make sure that the channel mapping is correct and all that good stuff. We're going to want to go ahead and connect our drone via micro USB to our computer and hit the connect button. We can see that the gyro is working because the drone is moving around on our screen and everything's proper there. So you're going to want to go to the receiver tab. In my case, I needed to change the channel mapping to Spectrum TAER1234, and then I hit save. You want to go to the mode screen and make sure that you have a range that's proper set for your arm and for your different angle and horizon modes. I like to also set up a mode for my beeper, and I like to have air mode not always on. So I have that set up with a different aux switch, and turtle mode on aux 4. Under PID tuning, you can also set your rates, and so that's where I set those settings at. And if you want to use the beeper from the radio, you need to make sure you have the RX set checkbox checked. Other than that, you can hit save and reboot and you are done. Now that we're done binding it to the radio and setting everything up in Betaflight Configurator, let's go ahead and put our props on. You're going to want to put the blade that says 3052R right here and right here. So these two have the blade that has the R at the end on it, and the other two will get the blade that does not have the R. Now that we've got our props on, let's go fly. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on the Archangel Mini? It's awesome. It flew really nice. It had a lot of power. It was really windy when I was flying too, and I didn't notice any sort of an effect. Because of its small size, I was able to get way up inside of some really tight gaps and have a lot of fun there. It does some seriously snappy yaw spins. I really like that. I got all kinds of flight time. It had to have been pretty close to 3 minutes. I got great video reception. The picture coming out of the camera was nice and clear, and it seemed to handle going from light areas to dark areas with no issues at all. There's a 1.8mm lens on here, which gives you a nice wide overall view, and it was just an absolute blast to fly. All in all, I'm really impressed, and I'm excited to charge the batteries back up and go fly it again. Get yours now at archangelfpv.com. Cheers, and have a wonderful rest of your day.